Okay guys, so I'm starting off this vlog at the beach because I'm nearby and I just feel like going. So yeah, welcome to today's vlog. Let's go to the beach. So now we're at Target and I wanted to go pick up some conditioner because a lot of times when I'm wearing a scarf, 9 times out of 10 it's because my hair is just going through it and I don't feel like doing it, and I really need to wash my hair today. So I ran out of conditioner, so I'm gonna go get some of that, and hopefully I don't get distracted by other stuff in the store. We'll see, and then I'll come back and we can talk about what the agenda for the day is. So let's go to Target. Okay, so I'm back from Target and I went ahead and picked up this conditioner. It's Josie Curls leave-in conditioner. I've never tried it before. I've never even seen this before, but the last conditioner I used, I wasn't in love with it. I still don't have any like go-to hair products that I love, so I just decided to pick this one up, and if I don't like this one, I'll try something new next time. But it smells really good. It's like, it reminds me of like something from my childhood that I can't really put my finger on, but it smells really good. So excited to try this. I will use it later on today when I wash my hair. But yeah, it's been so far a pretty good day. I went to the beach, like I said. It was very like random and impromptu, but I was already in the area and I was like, I haven't seen the ocean in a couple months, so let me go ahead and look at it. I was wearing like jeans and this long sleeve shirt, and honestly it's fine because the beach, at least a little bit breezier anyway, so I wasn't really that hot, but the sand was a little bit hot like the further I went from the water. But it was super nice. I just feel so like refreshed whenever I go to the beach. It just puts like life into perspective for me a little bit. Like, I am so small, the ocean is so big, life is beautiful. Like, it's just like, I don't know how I can just look at the ocean and not think like, wow, this is so beautiful. I went there, I only spent maybe like 10 to 15 minutes there. It wasn't too long before I went to Target, but now I am back home and I thought it would be fun to do a little language update because I talked a little bit about being ready to get back into language learning in my last video, which was my April reset. I decided to start dipping my toe in like a week ago or so, and it's not really like a huge focus for April, maybe May, I don't know, but right now I'm trying to like slowly get back into it because I haven't practiced a language in so long and I feel like I forgot a lot of things. So I don't think I've ever talked about this, so I can go ahead and give you like my language resume, my language history briefly. I don't want to go too in detail because I feel like that could be a whole another video, and I do want to make one of those videos where like when they talk about how they learned a new language, they're explaining it in that language. So I'm gonna do that at some point later, not soon but later. But anyways, I of course know English. I'm also Nigerian. My parents born and raised in Nigeria. They're Hausa Nigerian, which Hausa is one of the common languages spoken in Nigeria, but my parents never taught me Hausa, so I can't even say that that's like my second language because I can't have a conversation, I can't speak it. I can understand some things, but like if two people are having a conversation, most likely I won't know what they're saying. The only things I feel like I know is like commands here and there because growing up my parents would give me like commands to do things in Hausa, so like I know how to tell someone what to do, but other than that I don't really know. So I guess that's the second language I was exposed to, but I would say my official second language is actually Spanish. I'd say at this moment I'm intermediate, but there was a moment in time where I feel like I was like intermediate to advanced, but because I haven't spoken, practiced, been exposed to Spanish in so long, I feel like I forgot a lot of things, and I think like right now I'm just like at a solid intermediate level. The next language would probably be Italian. I'm still a beginner in Italian. I don't know very much Italian, but because Spanish and Italian are so similar, I can understand a lot of Italian. Like 2 years ago, I tried learning it. I feel like I can not have a full conversation, but like say certain things like sentences, or if I'm lost in Italy, I could get by. But me studying Italian didn't really last long just because I was so focused on Spanish and I didn't want to get confused and I didn't see myself putting in the work at that moment in time. I think once I get to an advanced Spanish level, or at least more comfortable with my Spanish that I am right now, I'll probably go back to Italian because I do want to go to Italy very badly and I do think it's like such a beautiful language. So Italian is the next language on my list that I would like to eventually learn. I've also dabbled in French and Portuguese. I would never say I speak it. I probably know more Portuguese than French just because, again, it's very similar. French is also very similar, but in terms of speaking and pronunciation, girl, no. The Romance languages I've definitely dipped my toe in and can understand quite a bit, but the time I tried learning French and Portuguese, I was not serious about it. I was literally just like curious and was on Duolingo here and there on it, but never really was able to speak in these languages at all, besides knowing like the basic numbers, letters, phrases, and how to introduce myself. And then the last one that I would say is Russian. Shoot, now that I think of it, maybe I know more Russian than just French. I don't know. I lived in Russia for a little bit over a month a couple years ago, and so I picked up some Russian. So Russia will always have like a special place in my heart. I don't know if I will ever pick it up and try to be fluent in it, but like also I wouldn't be surprised if I end up knowing Russian at some point in my life. But it's not in the near future that I plan on learning Russian, but I do know a little bit of Russian. And then whenever I make that video of the languages that I can speak and how I learned them, you will hear me speak a little bit of Russian, but that's just not gonna be today. So now that you know a little bit about my language history, I wanted to give you a little update on where I'm at right now, at least with Spanish. So my brother-in-law recently got the family Duolingo, so I've been like dabbling a little bit in Spanish with that, just to like refresh my mind and get my mind back into like Spanish, because like I said, I have not practiced in a hot minute. And I also re-downloaded italki because I'm thinking about getting a Spanish tutor. I've never actually used italki. I just had it on my phone with hopes that one day I might use it, and now I think I'm ready to like start having a conversation with somebody in Spanish, and that's mostly what I'll be using italki for. I don't really want like homework assignments or like stuff like that. I just want to like have a conversation with somebody and then they correct me and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at right now with Spanish. I will definitely let you know whenever I do the italki lesson and I can give you an update on how that went. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. So whenever that happens, I'll keep you updated on that. But yeah, that's just where I'm at in terms of language learning right now. I might just like vlog little bits and pieces for the rest of my afternoon. That's it for now. All right guys, so it's like 10 o'clock now. Pretty much since we last talked, all I did was a couple chores and I went on a quick walk. And then I also decided to make some pumpkin bread, which I haven't made in a hot minute and I really do like making, so I did that. And I have a piece right here that I'm about to try, and then I'm gonna go shower and go to sleep. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's vlog. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.